I've always wanted a mill, but sometimes the biggest problem you have is space. Unlike space, my garage floor is not infinite. So there goes any chance over Bridgeport. So what options do we have? Being that I'm a sucker for raw steel, Rosnock. Sounds like a Russian milling machine, but it's not. Well, the table looks really good. The only problem is this rust spot over here, and there's a little bit over here. I suspect they had something just sitting over here and it trapped moisture. But in this portions where there is no rust, you can see the flaking, and it's still perfect. So I suspect the machine has seen very little work, if any. I think I did find some chips in here, so maybe one test piece. That's about it, and it probably just sat. Everything else looks pretty nice. So we'll see what happens when I clean it up a little bit, if we find any problems. As you can see, this is a manual mill. It doesn't have any DRO, power feeds, or anything like that. This is just the steel, and the crank. One thing about this little mill is that it uses DA100 collets, and it only came with one, so I'm going to have to find some more. And this is 3/8. Most of the end mills that I have available to me right now are 3/8, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'm probably going to try to get myself an assortment. The actual depth is kind of interesting. So this is basically how you adjust the depth. There's a piece on the back here that slides down and touches this adjustment knob, and then you can lock it right here, and that will keep the spindle from going back up. This column is adjustable. There's a locking mechanism on this side, and then again, crank it, crank it. This is the motor, a beastly 1/3 of a horse. Can be wired 115 or 230, that's good. It's wired 115 right now, so it's just plugged into a regular socket. Aside from that, we have a forward and reverse and a stop switch right here. Now if we take this out over here, then it allows us to open this bad boy up, and over here we have the belt, and we can change different speeds. There is a pin here that actually, from what I can tell, goes in and locks right here somewhere, right here. So you can lock the spindle, and there are also some notes here regarding the spindle speeds. Doesn't seem like there's any other paperwork or anything like that will tell you what pulley arrangement it is. Right here it just says 380, 700, 1200, 2500, and 5200. That's a bold claim. And that's pretty much it. I think what I'm going to do now is clean it up, maybe find a manual, see if there's any tricks to this, make sure that everything's nice and tight, put some indicators on it, and see if it's really a mill or if it's just pretty.